Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Today, I have Ogre here.
Cool. Get it?
Yeah. And today we're going about and getting all of the other miscellaneous... Well, the heart pieces, specifically the heart pieces, is the next thing we need to do. But before we do that, we need to finish up these magic beans that we never did before.
We had like, what, 2 left over we didn't get in the spots and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now, as with last time, this is going to take...
I love the color of the magic beans. Like, just, yeah, they're magic because they're different colors.
Now, as with last time, this took me... In order to do everything we're going to cover in this video, took me somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 4 hours. So... There's going to be a lot of editing, and this is post-commentary.
I'll enjoy it when they have to do fishing in Majora's Mask.
You get to do the fishing.
I will do the fishing, trust me.
Fudge that fish.
You have to get the Hylian Loach at one point. I know you probably didn't, but... Oh.
I didn't. Fudge that noise. The Hylian Loach... Okay, the first bean thing we have to plant is back in the crater.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to... You kind of can't do it until after, because it's in the frickin' middle of this whole thing, and oh boy,
yeah, once you can,
hot.
Yeah, once you can teleport in here, you can actually go in and plant it, and then the other one we have to plant is out at the Spirit Temple.
Yeah, which we couldn't get to again, because
we didn't have the song.
We didn't have the song, and we had to be an adult to get to it.
Yeah.
That ocarina must have some, like, some very strong, like, protective thing on it, because it's not catching fire in here.
Well, we're not either.
Lacquer, that's what I'm thinking of. I think it's lacquer. But do we lack her for her wood?
Yeah, you mentioned the Hylian Loach. That's one thing I did not cover in the previous video.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I did not catch it until I did Ocarina of Time 3DS, so don't think that that's one of those, like, things that everybody has to get to consider 100%.
Yeah. Oddly, you get no reward from it as far as I know.
No, he just, like, goes like, oh my god, you caught it, and this thing's awesome, and like, oh, well, we gotta throw it back because it's endangered, so we'll count it, but you're not getting anything for it.
Yeah, the Hylian Loach, it's just a really big fish that...
Other than just to show off to everyone, it's like, I caught it, what you gonna do about it?
And I'm pretty sure it actually resides low enough that I think you have to use the sinking lure.
Yeah, you have to use
But then, like, once you get the sinking lure, you can just catch everything, because whatever the crap.
Yeah.
So
anyway, back here.
Yeah. Okay, so, as an adult, I was going to get the heart pieces in... So the first one's up here. It actually, I didn't realize until later on that this is Spectacle Rock.
Oh yeah, it is Spectacle Rock.
With the 2 individual things here. And then, while I'm here as well, I'll go ahead and get the one that's out at the Desert Colossus. Which, again, you have to use the Bean Sprout to get to.
I love it when Link just follows enemies, like, with his face, like, are you gonna keep running with me? What? Took a swing at him, too. It's like, fuck you.
Oh, piece of crap, come back here.
You're like some guy on a commute to work, go like, bap, bap, fuck you, asshole.
Okay, so I actually had no idea where this thing was going to go, so I saw it and went, whoop, where there went that?
Yeah, that one's kind of frustrating because it's like at the very end.
It's like, okay, well, now I know where it is. So...
Where are the seatbelts on these things? You see that speed it picked up?
The G's that are gotta be on you going around these corners. Yeah, it's up on top of this bridge thing where Sheik was waiting for us. And fudge that bird.
Had the same thing with me in the Spirit Temple, where you're just like, fuck you, I gotcha. Okay,
the next one back in Kakariko Village, there's a roof with a guy on it.
I'm actually surprised we never got this one earlier.
And if you talk to him, he gives you a piece of heart. I'm told you can get this one as a kid.
Like, you have to get up on the tower and you can flip
by,
down,
like, sidestepping or flipping off the tower. I tried for a very long time, and I could not do it.
Well, you can do it with the hook shot, too.
Yeah, so, hook shot. Next one is in the...
Yeah, we didn't do this one. I saw a lot of people were mad at us for not getting it right away.
Like, oh, we'll get it eventually. Yeah, but this one is up near the ice cavern in the... What's this place even called? It's Jabu Jabu's area. But it's at the very bottom of this place is a piece of art. Good old Dompe, if you return to him, he treated me well, thankfully. If you return to him, he has you run through the course again. I'm not actually sure what time you have to beat in order to get the piece of heart.
I think it's
from
like
this
under
one.
a minute.
Well, I beat
Like-
that handily enough.
Like you have to be under a minute kind of thing, but
The rolling helps, and I think they changed the rolling mechanics ever so slightly from original Ocarina of Time. In the original Ocarina of Time, when you rolled, after the roll was done, you very briefly came to a complete halt. And then you had to build momentum up again as you moved. And I'm pretty sure they let you... Stupid fire.
if only you had a tunic of some sort that would make it so you didn't catch on fire.
Yeah. Sadly, it only protects against ambient heat and not being on fire.
And thank God for the hook shot / long shot at this
Yeah.
point, because that cuts off a lot of time.
Or I'm just not sure you would have been able to make that one, to be honest. As long as it would take you to run around the long way. But yeah, rolling in this game, I don't think completely cuts your momentum like it did in Ocarina of Time, so it's just good to roll.
Was the present I gave you fun and useful? Fuck yeah!
I used it to get here.
Yeah, this is the one I confused you about earlier.
Yeah, this one you actually need to have the golden scale in order to get. It's the only thing that you have to have. It's the only thing the gold scale is required for in the game.
That makes it kind of feel useless, doesn't it?
A little. But you get it and you can dive down
considering,
here
like,
and-
you get the iron boots beforehand and it, like, doesn't count it for some reason.
And not only required for, but like there's not even like a, oh well, it's kind of here's a neat thing you can do with the gold scale. Like it's got a friggin' Octorok in here for some reason.
I mean, the thing's kind of useless by the point you get the iron boots.
Okay, so as a kid, I got as many as I could as an adult. As a kid, back in Hyrule Castletown, there's a shop over here that's only open at night.
The magic lens one.
The treasure chest shop.
Yeah. I always felt kind of bad because I think he specifically tells you not to use it. And you're like, I'm using it anyway.
Yeah, well, too bad. Guess what I'm gonna do. Really though, this is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. This is like 7 rooms or something ridiculous.
Is it?
And every one of them is a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Like if you're not going to cheat, the odds of you getting to the end are like infinitesimal. Like, okay, here's room 2.
I really think he'd have better, like, procedures to make sure people aren't cheating at this game. Though then again, I'm pretty sure that people are not used to having a magic eye that can see through anything. Especially considering this is like one of the only instances where you could see through the treasure chest.
Room 4. Yeah, I was actually
Would
wondering.
that not be hilarious if you could do that and you could like see the long shot or something? It's like, oh, it's a long shot I'm getting in here.
Oh, that's cool. I was actually wondering, having gone through this, like, is it actually, like, is this the only time? Okay, that was 5 I counted. I may have also miscounted. But that's 5 50-50 chances you have to go through. So what's that, 2, 4, 8, 16? You have a 1 in 32 chance of getting through this if you just blindly run through it. So,
I like those odds.
Good luck with
64 years later. Oh, damn it!
you also have to run through all the rooms to get back out. Okay, another one as a child. This one is actually going to be a little while.
Oh god, is it the frogs?
It's the frogs.
It's the frogs. I was kind of confused at this one when I first played it, because I didn't actually know about the whole time travel mechanic.
So you have 6 teleport songs, and you have 6 other songs.
6 songs, 6 teleport songs.
Yeah. And each one of those 6 you play gets you something from them. The first one that I played was the Song of Storms, which they just immediately give you a piece of heart for. Just straight up, Song of Storms, piece of heart.
Well, they're frogs, they love water.
And then you have to play the other 5 songs.
I like how they jump to and corresponding to the notes you play.
And when you play one of those songs, one of the frogs, it's a lot bigger.
It's frog puberty, and all of a sudden, take rupees as souvenir.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Where do these frogs get 50 rupees? And
Uh,
you can see that giant frog in the water now.
You don't want to know it gets flushed down the river.
But yeah, you have to play all the songs. We've got 4 more songs we've got to go through, and each one that you play will make one of the frogs bigger. You could actually do this before becoming before becoming an adult. You're missing a song, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't get the Song of Storms until you become an adult.
Yeah. So you could only get those and not the whole. Holy crap, that's a big frog.
Yeah. I think it's perspective because he's
the other one's a lot further away.
Yeah. I don't get why you have to make the frogs bigger. Is this like a Japanese thing?
I have no idea.
Because this never made sense to me whatsoever.
He's just so happy.
Well, they're like magic song frogs.
Music frog.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's not easy being green and the mini boss of Anti-Tower. Because I have to turn people into frogs. And then everyone goes, oh, fuck, a Kermit reference.
He did, too!
He does, too. He, like... he, like, starts up with, like, a Kermit phrase, and I didn't notice it until, like, the very end, where he goes, like, it's not easy being green. I was like, you suck.
I played that friggin' dungeon like 5,000 times now, and it wasn't until like 2 days ago that I saw him say it's not easy being grilled.
Yeah.
And I went, you son of a gun, I've missed that all this time?
He says something beforehand that's like obviously Kermit too once you see it.
Okay, so that's all 5 frogs made larger. Now if you talk to them again, just bring out your ocarina again, they say, hey, play along with us. Or not play along with us. There's gonna be like a butterfly over there.
Fabulous 5 froggish tenors.
Yeah, make us jump so we can eat the bugs flying above us. So if you've been paying attention to which frog is triggered by which button, and of course at this point I haven't been paying attention, so I just hit buttons. What the crap's going on?
Yeah. I don't
not gonna lie, if I could say this real quick, not gonna lie, this took me like 10 attempts to get. Because not only was I hitting the wrong button, but you have to hit it very quickly.
Yeah, it looks like everything
like if I was any slower on like any of those button presses, it would have failed me.
They look like they can correspond to what the ocarina looks like on the screen.
Yeah, it is actually related to those buttons, which makes it a little easier.
But just as a joke real quick, it was like, I don't think people realize that we're not musically inclined. Go watch that one episode of Cookies and Cream.
Okay, so this is, I'm sure you saw it just a moment ago. This is just to the west of Hyrule Castle, which is frustrating because the player's guide says it's right near Lon Lon Ranch. But if you come in here, there's a hole right next to the tree. Iron boots down, get you the heart piece. This is the one that I've been missing for like the longest friggin' time. And we are now just 1 heart piece short of having every heart in the game.
Of course, you can find that quicker with the Shard of Agony, but...
Yeah, well, I was using it, but...
But at least you were in agony because you were about to shard something.
And the last one is in the House of Skulltula.
Yeah, I kept forgetting about this one.
Because if you recall, we got a prize for every, like, 10 that we got.
10 up to 50, and, like, all the kids give you something. But we forgot to go back for number 50.
We got the 40.
Yeah, we got up to 40.
And for the 50th, you get a piece of heart. And that's our final heart container.
Yep, completes all the heart containers. Yay!
And got the nothing from the last guy, too.
Oh, wait. Which completes our heart containers. Yay!
However, the parent is still a spider. So I guess that means from here, we get to go find the gold Skulltulas. Okay, so I'm gonna go get all the gold Skulltulas. The first one you get as a kid. Or the first one I got.
This was actually a thing that you could actually glitch out if you have the boomerang and the bombs. Because if you smack the gold Skulltula with the boomerang, because you had to have the bombs to get in here, I think, don't you? Or is it the song?
Song.
Oh, okay. It's just the boomerang then. Because if you hit the gold Skulltula...
Which also means, as the Song of Storms, you simply could not do this until you had become an adult.
Yeah. So, if you use there's going to be gold Skulltula down here, and you have to hit it with your boomerang. If you... Oh, you have to have the bombs. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you do.
If you hit it with your boomerang, but you stand next to the teleporter, so that when you get the token, but you backflip into the teleporter, it technically counts you getting this token, but the game doesn't read the gold Skulltula as dead. So it actually respawns back down here.
Can you kill him and get another token?
And you can kill it and keep getting more tokens, and you can like get all 100 tokens without even actually looking for all the other bugs and all the spiders and everything.
Well, that's a speedrunning trick.
That's pretty much a speedrunning trick. I don't know if it...
Hey, if you want 100% Legend of Zelda, there's all
I don't know if
gold
it exists in the
Skulltulas.
3DS version, but considering I don't think it was a game breaker, I guess it still works.
They probably wouldn't fix that one.
Not really.
Like, unless it, like, actively damaged the game. Okay, so that was the first one. It was right near Hyrule Castle. It was the moat beyond the guard, so you kind of had to sneak your way in. You need bugs or you need bugs in a jar, because there's 2 more of these things we didn't get to, that I didn't get to before. Thankfully, I didn't miss it. I was afraid that I may have missed one.
I was worried about that, too. He jumps out and gets you, too. I hated that. Like, I'm afraid of spiders, and it's just fucking spooky when you
Just,
meet
like,
it.
right there. Like,
Yeah,
alright, I'm waiting for... Ah!
Yeah, it's like, alright, where's this sucker gonna go?
Okay, this one, in Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, we missed that, too.
Well, you can get to this one by leaving Dodongo's Cavern and going back in, riding the very fast elevator that you get at
'cause
the
you
end,
need the
and going
stairs.
around the back way, so these stairs are still up. There's actually vines on the other side of the stairs, I think, that you can climb up to get on top, so you don't actually have to do this stupid jump that I was doing because I couldn't see the vines.
Yeah.
But hey, I made it.
You made it. You get the goal, so.
Yeah, but you've got to run around the back way.
Actually, can't you come back in here as an adult?
You can.
That's the funny thing. It's like,
You can also get this one you can also get this one by coming back as an
because
adult.
isn't there one in the back that you have to get in as an adult? Because
Yes.
you need, like, the Scarecrow song?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, and the hook shot, obviously. But
Yeah.
I just found that funny. It's like, hey, you could have just done this when you were an adult. But you went that extra mile for us. And I appreciate it.
Okay, back at the Desert Colossus.
God, thank God you got a 4th bottle, huh?
Yep. Okay, so same deal with the soft soil over here. We're gonna have to put in the... Piece of crap hit me.
They always and they dig through the thing too.
It's like they hit it. Yeah, they hit it and they go, oh crap, I'm not supposed to be here, and they kind of go underground, but they're still up there for a bit.
And it's like solid mat. It's like a solid ground too. It's like you're not supposed to.
And I'm gonna stand way the crap away from this one because... Like, okay, they all went in, getting the crap away from it. Because I'm not getting jumped again. Ah!
I think it's the only way they can attack you is if you're stupid enough to run into them.
Pretty much. I think this is, like, when they fly out of crap, because of you is the only time they move.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking of, where people were like, you missed one. I was like, okay, we'll go back for it.
Yeah, it's in the Spirit Temple as a kid. This is the hallway just before you fought the Iron Knuckle.
I didn't
right
hear
over
it.
your head when you walk in.
I didn't hear it at all.
Yeah, I don't think I heard it.
I guess we weren't paying attention. Though, again, this is like the temple where I had like the whole, I almost hit the switch with the with the mirror shield, and I went like, just go down a second.
Okay, as an adult, at night, if you head back to the Sacred Forest Meadow maze kind of thing, as soon as you go up the only ladder in the entire area, well, other than the one right there,
Showed your ass.
yeah, it's just they're off to the left.
The gates to Valhalla open for Link again.
Yeah, this one is right near Ganon's temple, on the other side of the broken down bridge here.
I think it's the archway that the guy was protecting.
Yeah.
Technically, it counts as a bridge on the top there, and you can go over it, but... If somebody doesn't tell you what archways are, somebody will.
Okay, the next one is on the roof of Impa's house. So, I got to it by hookshotting to one house, and then to the top of...
Is this an adult
Adult only.
only? Okay.
Yeah, adult only at night.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna hit it with the Goron sword.
I was thinking about it, but I wasn't sure how far the roof was from the wall. And then it was after I hit it that I went, oh right, the house is right butt up against the wall. I was perfectly fine.
I didn't even notice that rock.
Yeah, rock here also has to be at night.
Oh. I wonder... Do you at least get to see it pop into existence?
Yeah.
Because that's always fun. Oh, gotta load it real quick.
Whoop.
It's like,
Okay, so this is where the
how
bomb flower was. It's right above the Dongo's Cavern. And then on the place where the meteors rained down, another rock, Still adult only. All of these at this point are adult only.
And at night, I'm assuming?
And this one was at night. Not necessarily all of them are at night, and then this one is in middle of Goron City.
Yeah, I kept poking at that one, but we didn't have the hook shot yet.
Yeah.
But I don't think even the hook shot could reach it. I mean, it maybe could have, but why not?
Okay, back into Dongo's Cavern now, since you can go back in as an adult. You have to play
It's always weird that that's like the only dungeon you can go back into as an adult.
This is the tiny room off to the east side that had all of the baby Dodongos that came out on the bottom floor. Had to blow up had to use one of them to blow up one of the walls over there, I think, for another gold skull toy.
Yeah, we got that one when we did the dungeon.
Yeah.
Because I did it I got close enough to it to blow it up, but you can like get it with bombs afterwards. Because they like make it clear that this is going to be an explosive heavy dungeon.
A little frustrating that you had to get like right up next to where
Yeah, it's weird to exactly what distance he can hear these things from.
Okay, where even am I?
This is
the river.
Zor,
yeah, the Zor River. You climb back up top where you had to use chickens to get up here as a kid. As an adult, you can just stand in the water, so you don't need chickens. But again, at night, this guy's over on the wall.
It's like getting into the kiddie pool when you're an adult. They're like, oh, this was like no trouble whatsoever.
And then in Zora's actual domain, at the top of the waterfall, if you creep up next to the edge here.
Oh.
This one as well is only at night. That one surprised me.
Really?
Yeah, like it's indoors, but it has to be at night.
That's weird. They usually don't do that.
Okay, Zora's...
I still remember that one.
Okay, Zora's Fountain. This is where the ice thing was and all of that noise. Now that we can pick up that rock, we can do that, and you have to blow up, or I guess you can Megaton Hammer this.
Probably.
Bottom one, in order to open up a little passage. Come on, Link, get down the hole.
God, he always does that. It kind of pisses me off. It's like, go down the hole.
Okay, now you'll be surprised, because there are invisible gold Skulltulas in here, and right here I'm just begging Link, like, look, I'm locking on turn around, you fool, lock...
Oh, you mean like, big Skulltulas.
Big Skulltulas, yeah. It's like, fine, I'll just hookshot you. I could have killed you if I could have turned around. For whatever reason, that first hookshot I thought hit the ceiling, so I figured I gotta get closer to him. Now, if you use the Lens of Truth, obviously, because these guys are all invisible. If you use the Lens of Truth, you can see them, but Navi can lock onto them anyway, so you don't really need it.
Spoiling the game for us, Navi. This is always weird, because I always thought there was...
Can she see invisible stuff or something?
She's a fairy,
like,
so...
I can see this guy, what's your problem?
Yeah. This was always weird, because it was like... I felt like there was more to this one than just a gold Skulltula. Because it's out of the way.
Yeah, it's like really far out of the way.
I felt like there should have been something more over here.
Oh, give me a chest with 10 rupees in it or something.
You get like the super duper master sword.
Okay, at Lake Hylia, there's one that's actually right in front of us. This one again is night only. I'm pretty sure the last one is night only as well. But you can climb this tree.
Oh, I love doing that. That was so cool.
And I missed.
Swing and a miss, Link.
Okay, let's stand back a little bit further so I can actually hit it above the branch that I'm going to need to stand on.
Ah, yeah, it's up on top there. Can you do it with the hook shot?
Of course I friggin' miss.
And now you're just pissed and you're
I'm gonna stab you, what?
Dude, don't you come up, son.
I was actually really afraid hitting the tree with the sword was gonna knock me back off the tree.
Oh, and then you have to, like, do the whole
God
thing.
Dang it. Okay, the Carpenter's Tent in Gerudo's Valley, right on the other side of the bridge. At night, there's one kind of chilling here behind the tent.
I think a lot of these we missed because it was at nighttime when we came through them. Like, and there was some of them that was like nighttime, but we didn't think about it.
And I get lost for a little bit, so I'm gonna cut. But this is like legitimately right next to where we were standing last time, right across from the Carpenter's Tent.
You know, it just went dickish.
You can see the tent over there.
If there was like 900, there was like 99 of them in Hyrule, but then one of them went off to a different area, so you're like completely locked out of it forever.
Okay, this one is on the, remember the horse shooting game? That one was on one of the far things. Again, night only. This one is on a palm tree near the Desert Colossus. Again, night only, and man, am I freaking out trying to get this thing at a time. And I'm getting attacked by everything, and I'm still just praying like, no, but it's night only. Oh no, I killed it already, so I guess I technically have all day. God dang it, just give me this stupid thing.
You had like 3 levers on your sorry ass.
Just give me this stupid thing.
And a crow attacked you. And it's just like...
Get me away from these guys. Okay, and then the last one out here, you have to ride the plant, much like we did to get the heart piece. It's on this second rock. Again, night only. In the Forest Temple, we're done in all the ones outside, so I'm going through the Forest Temple. There's actually only 3 left that we need. This one, I think we could have gotten this one our first run through, but it would have required us going down in a way that means we would have had to gone back up.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I was good about all
this. In the Fire Temple, there was a breakable wall here. I think because I was guiding you around all of these, and I don't think I saw this one on the map. But it's just a breakable wall there on the north.
It's weird because
the north side of that eastern map. You can see the map on the right.
And you gotta keep that joke going, don't we?
And then the final one is in the Water Temple, which shows up over there. You have to have the long shot to hit it, and you don't get the long shot until like legit the next 2 rooms. So unless you wanted to go back into this room after getting the long shot. But that's all of them. 100 gold Skulltulas.
Yay!
Which is every stupid item in the game, and now we can go back and we can see the guy dancing happy.
It's like, you didn't have to, but thank you so much for helping us.
Yeah, and if you talk to him before, he's even like, oh, my kids are happy, I don't even care, I'll stay a spider.
Here's all the money ever. Yay!
Oh, it was a big silver rupee that he gave you. That was, the 200 rupee was a big silver one in the 64 version.
I think that, yeah, they
changed it to a big fat yellow one. You can talk to him any number of times, and he'll just keep giving you that. It's infinite money. I don't think he'll give it to you when you have maximum money, because I talked to him again, and he didn't give it to me. Or maybe you have to leave the house or whatever. But yeah, it's infinite money. Granted, once you're to this point in the game, you
don't need it anymore.
Yeah, don't really need money anymore. But there we are. That's it. We've 100%ed everything that can be 100%ed. Except catching the Hylian loaf, but fudge that, it's not counted because he throws it back.
Because I will cook that mother sucker.
So until next time, everyone, we've got everything we can get. It's time to go actually confront Ganondorf.
3 years from now.